No, yes.
I don't.
46. 47? Somewhere in the 40s.
Sounds about right.
Right, 46 sounds, I'm not even going to fact check it. 46 sounds accurate. Because listen, y'all, we're here today, and so you already know the drill. We're on episode somewhere in the 40s. Don't correct me in the comments, I'll cry. You got me, and you have Squishy, and then tonight, we actually have Dragonbutt, beautiful Pookie, and we have 4 stories from the beautiful cesspit of Reddit. And I will let you know, the first one I found had me giggling, and then it's from, I listen to podcasts like every day. It keeps me functioning. This came from a different Reddit podcast.
Around 46.
I was right. Oh, trust the gut instinct. This came from a different podcast, so shout out to fucking r/ for daily videos, by the way, if y'all ever need more, like, Reddit stuff. And I paused it, like, midway through, and then found it, and I am so glad I held off. That was great. So let me see here. Doink, doink, doink. It is right here. Okay. So this comes from r/relationship advice. And it's titled, I, 24 female, want to break up with my magician boyfriend, 27 male, due to his inappropriate magic trick.
Wait, huh? You have a magician for a boyfriend? Is he gonna fucking like Alakazam poof out of fucking thin air, and you say we're done? And he's just like, okay, watcha.
A smoke bomb. That's how I'm gonna handle things. If I ever get fired, smoke bomb.
I want you to do that at your wedding.
Dear God, no.
Can I get you a smoke bomb? And can we just fucking, right when you guys are done with your vows and shit, just drop that shit, and all of a sudden y'all are running away?
See, I would, but the venue does not allow that. I can't even use fake flowers or rice for the flower girl. It has to be real petals or bubbles.
That's dumb.
That is why Silver is getting a bubble gun. I think it's cooler.
Is he getting like one of those big
ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so it says, my boyfriend, 27 male, and I, 24 female, have been together for 1 year and 3 months. Our relationship has been very loving, but has started to get bumpy ever since we moved in together on our 1 year anniversary. A little backstory. I'm in college right now, pursuing my master's degree in archaeology while also working as a library clerk to earn money, whereas my boyfriend works as a magician for parties and events. Despite our different career paths, I've never had a problem with his career choice because it makes him happy. He's always found a way to make every day magical, and which has been sweet. Around 9 months-ish into our relationship, I had an opportunity to go on a 2-month archaeological excavation in another country for school. Despite us being long distance, he had no problem with me going, and he was very happy for me. He would send me gifts, letters, and even sent me things for my colleagues in order to brighten up their days. While we were doing long distance, we made plans to move into an apartment when I got back due to how much we missed each other. A few days after I returned, we moved in together, which has been awful so far. Before living together, we would see each other a few times a week due to my busy schedule, and now that we live together, we see each other all the time. He started to do magic all the time. He will make my keys disappear as I'm trying to go to work or school. He tries to practice his card tricks on me while I'm doing homework. He makes the cleaning rag vanish when I ask him to clean. He has recently done something that makes me want to end the relationship. I have never been in this serious of a relationship before, so I don't want to throw our loving relationship away just because of a few bad months. Last month, we were getting steamy, and he went down on me, which isn't unusual. While he was going down on me, he was saying some dirty talk here and there. I was lost in the moment, for obvious reasons, but I snapped out of it when he said, "Oh, how did that get in there?" I watched him pull a coin from my crotch. He found the coin moment hilarious, but it just took me out of the moment and instantly made me annoyed, so we stopped. Later, I told him that doing magic in the bedroom made me literally dry up.
Dog, that was not the time.
Let's get in here.
He said, what's this?
It's not a coin dispenser. Bro, she just got treated like a gumball machine.
It would have been so much worse
If, oh fuck. Someone just tried to request off of me.
Oh?
I didn't click the X.
We'll figure that out in a moment. Listen, all I'm saying is I hope, like, we understand the coin trick, right? Like, it's the sleight of the hand of, like, whoop, nothing is ever... I'm praying to God he didn't insert a dirty fucking quarter in there, bro. Then we have a different issue.
I hope he sanitized it, but it's a man. He probably didn't even think of that.
What if it's plastic? What if it's, like, Monopoly money? I'm hoping it's, like, fake money and that it's, like, mostly clean or, you know, like...
No, it's a fucking dollar coin.
It's a sleight of hand thing, end of the day. So I'm hoping like there's no insertion, right? I hope like he kind of like tucked it under like the sheet to be like, tee, she'll never know. Like, I don't know, but it made me literally dry up. So I asked him to keep that kind of magic out of the bedroom. He explained to me that he was trying to make me laugh and have fun, and he didn't apologize for it. I talked to some of my friends about it. They thought it was funny, so I figured I was overreacting and needed to lighten up a bit. But he didn't do any magic tricks in the bedroom for the next few weeks. However, 4 days ago, we were having sex and suddenly he started to yell, "Ow!" So I quickly got off of him and was asking what was wrong. He tells me, I think...
Am I
Go
interrupting
that
something?
way. Go that way. Go that way.
This is about to get really weird. I'm sorry, random person. Oh my god, where'd I go? So I quickly got off of him. And he tells me, I think there's something in you. Let me check. I laid on the bed like I was at a goddamn gyno because I trusted that if something was wrong, that he would find it. After like 2 minutes, he says, "Oh, here it is." And I watched as he was pulling a long ribbon thing that kept going and going and going. It took me a second to realize that it was one of his magic tools that he had purposely put in me while he was checking to see what he felt. He found it hilarious and couldn't stop laughing while he was pulling the string more and more. I then ripped the thing out while doing it and yelled at him for doing another magic trick like that, even though I told him not to. He told me that he was just adding more fun to our sex life and that he wanted to see what the magic trick would look like if it was coming out from the crotch. The original magic trick involves putting the coil thing in your mouth and pulling on a plastic string for a while. I was pissed off, so I made him go stay at his parents' house for the past few days. This morning, I talked with him some more, but he still thinks it's not that big of a deal. I get he's a magician and that he loves magic, but I'm still upset about him breaking that boundary I had set. I'm fine with his magic tricks 85% of the time, but sex is where I draw the line. I am a demisexual, so I need to have a strong, trusting, and close relationship with someone before I can even think about it. So him breaking my boundary has really hurt me, and I've lost my trust in him. However, everyone I have talked to about the situation says that what he did was hilarious, and I've been told by multiple people that I'm overreacting, which is why I decided to go to Reddit. We have built a strong relationship, and I really saw myself marrying him one day. I fully trusted him. Now I don't know if I ever can again. Should we break up? Or can we fix this and stay together? I'm lost and I would like the advice. Thank you.
So,
I don't think they should break up, but at the same time, if you say it the first time, it should be acknowledged.
I think we're in breakup territory.
Granted,
I'll be so for real.
Both times that was fucking funny.
But see, I'm trying to I'm putting myself in the moment here, right? From a third perspective, like I'll be so for real. If you came to me and you're like, "Yo, Wonderful pulled a coin out," I'm laughing at you. That's fucking awesome. Until it's reversed, and then it doesn't sound awesome anymore. That's my only thought logic. I'm just saying.
I would break up or not, because it would be so funny.
See,
But
and
I'm
like,
kind of upset because, like, at the same time, they're like, "We put a boundary here, buddy." Like,
there's a boundary. It was set the first time it happened. It should obviously, be relayed and, agreed upon that wouldn't happen again and that boundary is not going to be crossed. But at the same time, if she doesn't mind, the magic tricks and the jokes and, the lighthearted banter, it shouldn't also, it should be a problem because of a boundary, but it shouldn't be a problem because it's lighthearted banter.
I think I would draw
And
the
I
line at
feel
the fabric thing.
The fabric thing, definitely, that draws the line. The coin thing, that was fucking funny. But
The coin's a little funny.
But
coin was
at
pretty funny.
the same time, say if my fiance did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of sex, just fucking, oh look, there's a fucking quarter. I would look at him and I would bust my ass out laughing. And
That
I'd
is
be
fair.
like, that's funny as fuck. Don't do that again. But that's funny as fuck, And any sane human being would be just like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I understand that's a boundary, but in the moment it was funny. The fabric thing, not so much. It was funny, but at the same time, no.
I have so many problems with the fabric thing. So aside from the fact that you did pass the boundary, I'm thinking girly pop pH balance, bro. You put a probably unsanitized string thing with a coil, mind you. The coil's pinch. Coil's pinch. You dude. Why yo the pH balance fucked up. That shit ain't sanitary. You could have pinched something. You could have severely hurt her. I would probably say that's breakupable territory because aside from the fact that it was a stated boundary of hey, that was great. Don't do that again. He took it a step further. And while she was genuinely freaked out, put something inside of her. And then you get into she didn't consent to that. So you touch really scary territory at that point on of you fucking violated her for a joke, dude.
Because for all we know, even with the pinching thing, that could have spun at some point, and the coil, the tip of the coil, could have gone into the wall and started stabbing into her uterus.
And see, that, there's so many things. There's a reason they're not meant for that. I don't think there's sex clowns. Are there sex clowns?
No. The only metal that technically you're supposed
to
Sexticians.
the only metal thing that technically is allowed in your cooch would be an IUD.
Exactly.
Because it's copper. But it still has a coil, but it's copper.
But that's also you're medically induced enough.
Yeah. So
okay, hold on. So
that's the only real metal thing.
If your partner did this shit to you and you drew a hard line of don't fucking do it again, the second time would you consider this breakupable territory? Also considering if he copied this boyfriend to a T of not being apologetic in the slightest.
Oh, absolutely. Because it's a boundary, dog. Why would you not respect that? Especially for a joke. Why do you think it's okay to not only disrespect my boundary, but then also use me as a joke?
Yeah, and okay, so listen, I think it's very healthy in relationships. If a silly tee ha ha happens during the nitty gritty,
goofy goobers,
right? That's good. That's healthy. Communicate that and laugh with each other. But I think if one, jokes are jokes, right? Jokes only work if both parties find it funny. Otherwise, your joke is not a joke, end of the day. And I think people really fail to understand that. And I mean, like, we see it in VR chat. People make heinous jokes. Sometimes you're like, that's fucking awesome. Other times you're like, hey, that probably the wrong group to make that joke with. Didn't hit. And people need to take that accountability of, like, you don't have to be funny all the time. And you also can just take accountability of, like, my bad, that joke didn't land. The sex doesn't have to have laughing in it to make it fun. You just have to be with them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I scoured because I was curious. I found an update.
Oh, no way.
I went to their profile.
Oh, no.
So the update, okay, I should also preference, this is recent. The update was 16 days ago.
Oh god.
Oh.
New. So first off, no, the story isn't AI or fake. It's sadly true, but I can understand why people would think that it's AI due to the absurdity. Secondly, thank you everyone for the advice in the comments. I'm going to skip the first paragraph. It's just like thanking people for putting their input. After my previous post, I read through some of the comments and realized that what my boyfriend did would be considered assault. It wasn't something that I had even considered because I was only seeing him as doing something stupid in the bedroom that broke my boundary and made me uncomfortable. But seeing these comments opened my eyes a lot. If he was willing to break my boundary only after a year of dating and could do that to me in the bedroom, what else is he capable of? I met with him the next day at our apartment and told him about my feelings, which he didn't seem to care about. I showed him the Reddit post so that he could see that other people were also uncomfortable with what happened. He read through your comments, but when he saw the word assault being used a few times, he got really aggravated. I had never seen him that angry before, but he was screaming nonstop. He even whipped my coffee mug across the room. I ended up crying because I was scared, and I think that snapped him back to reality or something, because he stopped yelling and was trying to comfort me. I made him leave our apartment again because I didn't want to be around him anymore. That night, my friends helped me pack my stuff, and they took me to my parents' house, which is where I'm at now. After I was out of the apartment and safe, I called him and broke up with him over the phone because I didn't feel comfortable doing it in person after his previous reaction. I'm so upset that I wasted over a year of my life dating him and even thinking about a future with him. Thank you for all giving me the courage to follow my feelings and break up with him for good. I really appreciate it. Also, thank you for all the jokes. It's lightened the mood and has helped me feel a bit better about the situation. They're referring to a comment saying, yes, the magic is gone and it's time for me to disappear.
Damn, that's crazy.
See, she likes jokes, just not those ones. Which that's fair.
Someone did
Homie
the
got the
Houdini
laughing through
smoke
a
bomb
coffee
trip.
mug.
See, that's a red flag right there. Like, you can't
That is
take
such
such
a big red
accountability.
flag.
What the coffee mug do, bro? That's a wasted coffee mug. You know how expensive those are now? God damn. I am actually,
real.
glad she broke up, though. Because the thing is, I think... I'm not saying it's good to cross people's boundaries, but I think it happens at some point in time inevitably, whether it be with friends, partners, whatever. And that's when you have that conversation that she had, but it's if they do it again, knowing, full and well, then we have a different problem, because not only did he cross the boundary, but he refused to take accountability and was just like, I don't know, you should laugh more. That was pretty funny. And it's like, you should realize that not all jokes are gonna land. You're a magician, bro. You should know not all jokes land. That should be the one thing you have locked in.
Maybe that's why his magician career wasn't taken off the way.
I'm convinced it's not even kids at this point. I'm almost certain this man was going up to grown women. What if that was, I want to know how they got together. What was the pickup line?
Oh my god.
This man uses magic as his riz so hard that he can't also, you can't, listen, I'm all for hobbies. That's great that you have them. That's fun, But my hobby's dog training. I'm not bringing that shit to the bedroom. That's a little weird. What am I gonna fucking whip out a dog clicker? Like, you're done now. Click, click. Give you a treat after you finish.
Some people are into that.
Yeah, the clicker training is real, though.
The clicker training is a real thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
No, because listen, I'm aware there's weird shit out there.
Kinks.
I know the pet kinks, but you're telling
Kinks.
I thought it never went like no, I thought it stopped at like, you would get called like a cute name like puppy or whatever, and they'd be like, good job, and a little pat on the head.
No, it goes to
so much
clickers and
deeper.
collars and leashes and like walking around with them on a leash, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, hi Foxy. He's in
Yeah.
the chat right now. This is a weird moment for you. Listen, no, bro, you can't. If you whipped out a dog clicker on me, I'm done. Now I'm mad.
What?
No, listen, because hear me out. What if you're arguing with your partner and they're like, click, click, like silence, like quiet. We're swinging. We're fighting
no,
now.
what do you-
She said, I'm quiet as a mouse. She said, click, click. Okay, I'm sat. What's up?
Dragon.
Let the girl have her kinks. We're not kink shaming today.
For the memes, please.
Are you food motivated?
Oh God, dog, yeah.
Please
What's
tell
a
me you
girl
at
without
least
her
get
sweet
like a
treat?
good treat, right? Like you do what you need to do, and he's like, all right, gummy candies,
Click,
we're good now. Like,
click, click.
Jingle, jingle.
God.
See, oh my God, I can do that to people now. I have like a toggle on one of my avatars that has the funny little keychain thing with the movable.
Oh yeah.
oh my god.
keys.
Wait, okay, hold
Speaking
on.
of which,
If people are whipping out dog clickers, you can't tell me there's not sex clowns.
we're back on the sex clown thing.
What if that's the thing this guy needs to find? He needs to find a woman that'll walk in with like a clown nose and be like, honka babe. Like, put a squeaker in her tit, so when you cop a feel, you get a little
Oh my God, yeah, like go and get like fake boobs and like have them put like.
Ronald McDonald in lingerie is probably what this guy needs. Like, he just needs to find someone on his level.
It's just like,
Oh my God.
babe, I just got back from the boob doctor.
Get like oh my, I'm sorry, I'm going in a rabbit hole. The flower squirter toy? Where it's just fucking, like, I can't.
We need to get off of this.
Alright, listen, you know what?
Oh God.
I'm gonna go in my own little rabbit hole of my thoughts, because now I'm thinking of pranks that would not land, but in my brain, they're so fucking funny.
Here we go.
They're so fucking funny. Hit us with your second story. I'm gonna be, like, soaking in this for now.
So, Dragon, I'm gonna let you choose which story I read.
Oh boy, all right.
They're both r/revenge stories. I love the r/revenge stories. They're my favorite. Because I think they get so wildishly out of hand that it's fucking hilarious. So, the first one you have is, my friend made fun of me, so I ruined his relationship. Or, I reported her for threatening me. She no longer is allowed to work in any public school, but I still feel guilty.
Oh my God, let's do the public school one.
Okay. This was posted, like, it says 2 days ago. I don't know when it was actually posted. But either way. We're both teachers. A woman at work had been intimidating me with threats. Long story short, we had a very, very short fling during the
Who
holidays.
touched the nut button?
I'm
Hi, Noreen.
guessing this is a male teacher. Yes. Okay. Nothing serious happened, and I didn't tell anyone. No reason to. We agreed to end it on good terms and remain cordial. She became extremely paranoid, thinking I told people at work because with the holidays being over, everyone was back to being their grumpy, depressed selves. And let's be real, around Christmas, who wasn't happy and joyful? Anyway, she thought their shift in attitude was because of
Gotta get the brain juices flowing.
Yep. She thought their shift in attitude was because I said something to them. She began to gaslight me and manipulate me into making a false admission. This went on for weeks. It got so bad I ended up having a very scary anxiety attack and was rushed to the hospital while I was at work. She saw what happened and didn't care. My supervisors were very worried and asked me what was going on. As a teacher, my job is to protect the kids as well as teach them. But if I was having mental health issues, I was putting those kids in danger. Because of that, I had a high chance of being put on leave or suspended until I got better, and rightfully so by my supervisors. They have to do what's best. They have to do what's best in the interests of the kids. So I told them what happened. I showed them all the documented proof of the threats and that she texted me so that they knew I wasn't lying. The supervisors immediately removed her. She was no longer allowed to come, and they gave a heads up to the principal at the nearby school she was going to work for to not hire her either. I don't know if she's allowed to work in the district at all, but I do know that she has been flagged. The principal at the other school has connections and has been in the system for many years, so I don't know whether he was the one who made the call to flag her or if both principals contacted the district to inform them about her. As far as I know, currently she's working in a private Jewish school very far away from me. The school has been involved in 2 criminal activities, no job security as opposed to working for the city schools. And the pay is horrendous. She's also been having financial issues where her rent has been raised by $1,500 and can no longer afford it, and is asking everyone on Facebook to help her find an apartment.
Not Facebook.
The saddest thing out of all this, she's a single mom. Her 2 sons don't deserve a mom like her, but that's not my problem, I guess. I suppose it's karma. I do feel bad that she can't work in both schools anymore, but I needed to protect myself and my own job. I couldn't let her threats and intimidation go any longer and have her think that she can always get away with stuff like this. I do feel guilty, but at the same time, you don't threaten someone over your own paranoia. Talk it out. And that's it.
I mean, she deserved that shit. Fuck that.
Oh, so she had that shit coming.
Yeah, she had that shit coming.
Like, I'm sorry, if you're gonna have so much paranoia that you're just like, I'm gonna strangle you if you said this, and this. You better say this to all of them, all that kind of shit. I'm sorry, I'm not actually gonna do that. I love you.
I will cry.
You stayed silent way too long. And like she's gonna start crying.
I've had a long day, okay? People tell me that already.
I wouldn't do that to you, Pookie.
I mean, you could. I'm not like, I'm kidding. Don't, I'll cry. Different point.
What?
No.
Hold on. Can we go, wait, pause. Can we go to something real quick? I would just like to say, her and I are polar opposites in one certain way that's fucking funny as fuck to me. Okay, this whole goes back to the whole kink thing.
Oh god. Dad, mute it. If you're watching this now somewhere at work, fucking mute it for like 2 minutes.
See? She can't handle being degraded. I like being degraded.
I will cry.
So, Eddie,
I don't like it either.
It hurts my feelings.
but okay, here's the thing too, right? I like being praised as well. Like sometimes the fiance, he'll be like, "You fucking words, and then he'll be like, I love you so much, you're a beautiful woman, I love you, like all that kind of stuff, and then he'll go right back to the grading, and I'm like, I like this. This is nice. With her, if I call her a bitch out of context, she's like, why do you hate me? I'm gonna cry.
Listen, that's so valid though, because no, okay, you know what? I might call you out on this. Are you also the, like, quote-unquote gifted perfectionist burnout kid? Like, you did so good up until, like, a certain point, and then you were like, what the fuck can I do?
Mm-mm.
Dude, like, that was me all throughout, like, up until high school, fucking straight A's, 4.0, like, I was always praised, okay, and then high school hit, and I was like, I'm a little sad. I need mental help. And now we're here, and you know what? Yesterday's trauma, today's kink. Please tell me I did a good job, or I'm really sad.
Need that
Like,
little
say you not.
serotonin boost every once in a while.
I'll reply to her like super dryly, and like 20 minutes later, I'll get you hate me.
Okay, listen, in retrospect, also, everybody does this, okay? If your friend's texting style changed, do we need to hide a body, or are you mad at me?
Always dry text. You know that, unless we're having like a serious like paragraph to paragraph conversation.
That's fair, but like, you can't, like, listen, if you put a
have
period
no
at the end of the
emotion.
sentence, that period means mad.
Yeah, it's hard to tell tone in text messages sometimes.
It's so bad.
It has a little bit to do with the tism, though. You know what I mean?
Anytime
That's
I
valid.
talk to you and you've asked me if I hate you or if I'm mad at you, I have never sent a period.
That's also valid, but, like, listen, you know, this text does not relate. It's why a lot of the times now you guys get a voice message. You can tell when I'm crashing out. Because I'm yelling.
You just get a little fucking tism tingle every time I fucking text you, and you're just like, wait a minute. The spidey senses are tingling.
You know that TikTok audio that it's like, oh, hey, it's you. Oh, that's a threat. That's what it's like. Yeah, I don't listen. I'm fucking stupid. All right, we're not gonna delve into that. That's been established, okay?
I've also only done it to her once. I think I was at work and like I had joined VC for like 5 minutes. Or no, it was when I got to work. And I had left VC and I said bye to you and you said nothing. And I left, and then 10 minutes later I was like, are you upset with me? Do you hate me?
I think that day I was just really tired. I also want to mention in the chat right now, we have Queen of the Jellies, all caps. That's my wife, Dragon! Yeah!
Yeah, I sent a link to the stream to my wives.
Bro.
They're all I think they're all watching.
No, hi, wives. We're all wives now. It's a wife circle.
Should also be watching.
We're getting soft tacos later.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
what kind?
Any.
Carnitas.
Yes.
So fucking good.
Anyways, the dude that got the bitch fired because of her paranoia.
No, that's a reasonable thing. And, like, I don't think he should feel bad.
So reasonable.
And I hate that shit because I feel like in the workplace, people have a lot of opinions of like, you got them fired, but don't you know they have a kid or they have family or they have a partner? And it's like, okay, cool. If they respected having those things, they wouldn't jeopardize their job. Like,
yeah.
That's all that comes down to. And like, girly pop, if you're having, you know, a little moment of crisis, no hate. Go through your feelings. Therapy. Go to therapy. Go pull up to the school counselor and be like, yo, clock out. We gotta talk. Go get a beer. I don't know. Do anything that helps. But if you think that somebody's like out to get you to the point where you are the aggressor, whew, you gotta chill. You're the reason people are scared of schools.
Therapy
Let's not
will
do that.
Wonders.
Therapy's nice. Everybody needs therapy. It's just fucking expensive. Hi, Pastel. Hi, Rain. Oh my god, I'm just seeing first-time chatters. Hi.
Cookies. Welcome to the heinous bullshit.
It only gets worse. No, I don't think that's
It
their
gets worse
fault.
from here.
They
You're
shouldn't
such
feel
a
bad.
locked in.
End of the day, like, you can't do that in a workplace. You can't, like, there's people at the workplace I don't like, but am I threatening them? No. I text her about it.
I text her about mine too. Fucking Beth, I swear to God.
I do that
to
with
work with her
girls,
this
too.
week.
Like whenever there's random like crazy shit that happens at work, I'm like,
Oh, dude, you have to,
That's how
because
we
it's
are.
like, what has happened? Lucy! Thank you for subscribing. Oh, wow. That's like, I don't know. I think that's valid. The amount of times I come home to, like, my fiance, and I'm like, kiss, kiss, mwah, mwah. Anyway, today, all right, this bitch, like, he's processing life of me coming home.
Bitch.
You're not a bitch. It's,
I can't believe you would say that.
no, it's,
How dare you? I live in this house too.
I love you.
I can't believe this blasphemy.
It's not blasphemy. Anyway, chat, say hi to my husband.
Oh,
You're fine.
Just the help.
No, so, you know what? Let's see. I don't have a good segue to our third story, but I found this morning, if that makes you feel any better.
Okay.
I don't know. I have literally no segue. I think I read the title. I don't think I read much further into it. That was like it. So, doink doink, buttons and clicking. This comes from Am I the Asshole? And it's, am I the asshole for telling my fiance's friend that we aren't friends anymore, or we aren't friends, and to leave me alone?
What?
So, am I the asshole for telling my fiance's friends that we aren't friends and to leave me alone? So, that'd be like, just as a very easy way of explaining it, that would be me going up to your fiance and saying, we're not friends. Don't fucking talk to me.
That's wild because you know he would fucking point at you, laugh at you, say fuck you, and be like, you're stupid,
That's
and then hug you.
That's valid. I'm still gonna throw a calculator at him.
yeah, I wonder what the context of that is.
And your husband fucking wanting to throw shit at both of us.
No, okay, listen. Okay, so for reference, my fiance wants to throw a block of cheese at her. Do I know why? No. Nobody knows to this day. It started as a slice, it became a block. Don't know why. I want to throw a calculator
time the
at your
wedding comes
fiance
around-
because he can count how lucky he is to have you. So it makes sense. I don't know why cheese is involved on your case.
By the time the wedding comes around, I'm guaranteeing you it's gonna be a wheel.
I mean, free cheese, I guess.
Free cheese.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I'll eat it.
There you
Go
go.
for it.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, you don't understand. I'm a fucking whore for cheese, to put it like in the lightest way. The way in which I have done the most dubious shit, gone to the kitchen, got a block of cheese, and took a bite out of it before going to bed. I fucking love cheese.
You can have the cheese.
That video
I will say,
of the guy that like slams the block of cheese onto the table and it just says cheese.
cheese. I will say though, it wasn't always cheese. At first, it was a dodgeball. He said he wanted to go to like a trampoline park while we were all down there for your guys' wedding, so he could chuck a dodgeball at me.
Yeah. The only thing is,
Then
I
it
can't go in
upgraded to a
those.
slice. He upgraded it to a slice of cheese, and then he upgraded it recently to a block of cheese. It's only due time before this man says, okay, you know what? Fuck you, Squish. I'm gonna throw a wheel at you.
That'd be awesome. Fucking Baby Bell wheel.
No, I'm talking like one of those like medium-sized wheels of cheddar or like blue cheese or something.
Cheddar. Anyway, I'm hungry.
Cheese.
I'm eating dinner the second we get off. I will say, already in the comments, people want the context, so let's hop into that shit. So I'm skipping the TLDR because the TLDR is almost a copy of the title. December 1st, Yeah, on December 1st, my fiance's friend, I don't know which one, hosted a holiday get-together that I immediately did not want to go to, but kept to myself because I know how much my fiance loves her girlfriends. I do not have a problem with her friends. It's their partners that piss me off. For background, each of them has tried to connect with me or befriend me over the years. Each time, I've shot them down as bluntly as possible. I have my own group of friends. I don't want more. I smile and keep everything surface level in person because I know my fiance loves get-togethers. On our first night, we all meet, we exchange numbers, and once they try to text or call me, I block them. They add me on Snapchat, add me to their group chat, and again, I blocked them and left the group chat. They add me to a group chat on Instagram, blocked them, left the group chat. Twitter, blocked. Facebook, blocked. Emails, blocked. Even here on Reddit, they are all blocked. They invite me to their boys' nights through my fiance. It's a stern fuck no every time. So at the get-together, 8 of us, me plus 7 of the partner men, are sat in the living room while the ladies cooked and talked. They were in their own conversation about the election, football, or whatever, and I was just smiling and nodding. One of them makes a joke about me being quiet. I try to laugh it off, but he kept pressing it, so I left and hid in the bathroom until the food was ready. During the dinner, the partners kept digging at me as usual, trying to get me to open up, asking me about work, my hobbies, the proposal story, the wedding plans. I gave them the same surface level answers as always, but for some reason, they weren't having it. And then everyone, except my fiance, started yelling at me for some reason, saying that I'm such a prick and what's wrong with me, and that I act like I'm better than them. So I yelled back at them. The Spark Notes version is, I don't know them, don't want to get to know them, leave me the fuck alone. I don't know any of your names, I don't care to know your names, friends-in-law isn't a thing, and that just because our partners are friends doesn't make us friends. Using my forearm to make a line. This is the line, stop trying to cross the line, stop approaching the line, back the fuck away from the line. Everyone stay arm's length away from me. Then I threw the car keys on the table and took a lift home. When my fiance came home the following morning, she looked like she had been crying. I've never seen my fiance so angry or disappointed and sad. I tried apologizing to her, but she called her dad to get help to get her stuff from our place. I have no clue where she's staying. My calls go to voicemail. My texts are undelivered. Am I the asshole?
I mean, I'd say a little bit.
Yeah.
Rain is saying yes.
I mean, what's up with the hostility, dog? Like they just want to get to know you,
Dude, right?
I would understand him saying okay, hey, here's a boundary. I don't want you guys to cross this boundary, and I honestly just don't want to be here, and give them a valid reason as to why, not saying fuck you guys, I don't care about you guys, no, here's a line, you don't cross the line, stay away from me, stay in arm, no, you don't do that. This is your fiance's partners, or fiance's friends' partners. They're trying to connect with you because they want to have fun with you while the girls are all doing their own thing.
And they're just trying to involve him, which is the worst part. Because from what he's saying, they're asking, one, I have multiple issues. One, they're not pressing hard into his personal life. They're not saying oh, what was your childhood trauma? Tell me about the time you cried in middle school. Nobody's asking that, bro. Nobody wants to know what demons you got.
They just want to get to know you.
Right? It's such a base level. How's work? Dude, I don't like talking about work a whole lot, but I'll at least be, level enough to be work was work. Kind of fucking sucked today. The proposal story. That one strikes me as an irritating chord, that he wants to blow them off for the proposal story or wedding plans. And maybe this is a girly pop thing, but I love when people fucking ask that question. If you got an hour to yap, fuck yeah, dude. I will yap. You will have to tell me to shut up at some point, because it's not even at that point, I view it differently of it's not like talking about me. It's let's talk about him. I want to tell you how I met him. I want to tell you the things I know about him, the things we have planned together. Like, I like talking about my partner. And so the fact that he takes that as like a fuck you, that's weird because it's like offhandedly you're offending her because why don't you want to talk about her?
I feel like more context should be added. Because, like, there could be a reason why he's just like, no, fuck all of you, kind of thing. And he didn't state it.
I mean, his only simple
Because,
reason
like,
in it is he doesn't want friends. Like, he has his friends, he doesn't want more.
That's not a
It doesn't
valid
sound very
fucking
fun.
reason,
He
though.
doesn't sound very fun.
I say he sounds like an
That's
ass.
That's not like a
I hope
valid
she broke
reason.
up with him.
though.
I think she definitely is. I will say in the comments, Pastel is saying if my fiance treats my friends like poop, it's over. And see, and that's another hard
For
line. Is this
real.
isn't like sure you don't have to be fucking butt buddies with them. You're not going out every night together, but like, and I think that would go for everybody across the board. If I disrespected your fiance or vice versa, or if I disrespected your partner or vice versa, like. No matter how close any of us are, that's going to cause friction and a tiff because it's like, if you can respect me, then you can fucking respect them.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like kind of teetering on touching towards like isolating your partner if you're just outwardly hostile to their friends for no reason. Because their friends were there long before you were, buddy.
Right?
Like,
Yeah. So in the comments, or the chat, you don't have to be close, just be nice. And that's the point. And if dude has such an issue with this, holy fuck, stop going. You don't let your girl go have a night out with the girls
yeah,
then.
honestly, just
don't
go have a night
with.
out with the girls on her own.
I don't see a recovery from this because clearly he's been like seeping and soaking. And from face value, I don't think they've talked about it. It seems like this is something that he's been coping with on his own to be like, oh, she has hers, I'm being nice out of respect for her. And then he blew up. And it's like, this probably could have been solved if you guys long prior had been like, hey, I don't really want to be friends with them. Like, I'm glad that you have your friends and they're not bad people. I'm just like, I don't want to be there. And you could find a compromise, like fucking staying home.
Dog, if he got his own friends, he could go hang out with the boys or some shit,
Exactly. And I will say this like now because I know like Mason only really talks to like Tom like on a at least like weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, like, whenever I'm like, oh, we can go hang out with our friends, he's like, they're more your friends, you hang out with them more. I'm like, I understand that, but they still value you as a friend despite you not being in there as often.
I'll say, to be fair, I literally hit up your fiance saying Splitgate and just wait for him to hop online.
Yeah. And I mean, like, there are days where he's just like, I'm bored. And I'm like, well, I know Pum and Rosie are home. Text Rosie, see if you guys can do something. Or text Tom, see if he's home and he's not at a sleepover. Or see if like, Silver or Papa want to do something. Like there's people that you can ask to do something and he's like, yeah, but I don't talk to them a lot. I'm like, you should though, because they're people that consider you a friend even if you don't talk to them a lot.
Oh yeah. And so in the chat, Rain is saying, it's like us hanging with Dragon's boyfriend. We may not be close, but he's a vibe nonetheless. And I think that's like all it falls down to. And I could even, last night is the perfect example. You have never met my fiance until last night. We were always vibing.
It was fun. And I cannot get over the fact that someone would like want to just isolate themselves from that. Like, especially if everyone else is having fun. Where's your sense of whimsy? Why are you not goofing off with everyone?
I also maybe definitely a Debbie Downer. But like I'm trying to think too. Yeah. I don't understand, and like maybe this is a girly pop thing. Maybe I just really am more social than others. I don't understand the concept of I don't want more friends. The fuck you mean? Bro, if you have more friends, yes, things get stressful because you're like, oh, 12 o'clock with this friend group, 3 o'clock with this friend. Like, that's sometimes a lot. But at the same time, it's so nice to have, like, people that you can consider friends. And you don't have to be close with them. Like, they don't need to know your entire life story. Like, you don't know everything about us, but you're a friend that I know I can hang out with. Like, I don't think this guy's acting like you have to drop everything on the table and be like, take it or leave it. I don't understand the concept of saying, I have enough friends, I don't need more. So you're gonna be an asshole the rest of your fucking life, bro? Because then your actual friends are gonna start to hate you.
Does not sound very fun.
This man lives a sad life. Hand him VR chat.
For real.
Oh God, no.
Teach him about clown sex. He needs a laugh in his life.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
you should turn
Him
gay
and
and go
guy
find that
from the first
magician.
one would be perfect together.
Yeah.
Right? So Pastel
Jesus
said, it is a red
Christ.
flag if your partner doesn't like your friends. Because like birds of a feather, how can they like being around you if they don't like the people you chill with regularly? And like that's fair, is like you don't have to be close with them, but you would like I like knowing that my fiance likes our friends, right? Like you don't have to be super close with them, but it makes me happy knowing that he's like, oh yeah, they're cool. And I'm like, oh thank God. You know, like that makes me so happy. Like when he messages you the dumbest of shit, I'm like, oh look, they're bonding. Family bonding. He messaged Alex the other day just saying,
whenever
you
the
stink.
wives hang out with my boyfriend.
Right, because it's like, oh, they're bonding together. They might be sharing embarrassing stories about me, but like they're bonding.
Mm-hmm. They send me little memes all the time. Like Pastel sends me tons of memes all the time on TikTok of like third wheeling with my favorite couple. I love that. I love it. It's so cute.
I will say the last thing your husband did text me was about story stuff. And I think the last couple of things that were said was, we love trauma. That's what we call character development. And he said, not yet, but eventually.
Don't teach him the ways of lore. God damn it. No. Okay, so she makes characters and lore that like she does with her cinematography. I body act most of those and they still hurt my feelings knowing what's going to happen, right? Well, now my fiance wants to get into writing. He's working on a story. He's reaching out to her for advice on story stuff. So now I'm going to have my feelings hurt on two different spectrums, and that's a lot.
Ooh.
My story is a little bit more developed than he is, because his is just due to the fact that he's kind of like getting the basis of what he wants to do. I have 42 characters
So many.
in line for my lore. Yes, it's a lot, but it tickles the brain because some of them I've been cooking up for 5 years.
Oh God, they said his name 3 times and now he's in chat. Say hi to your boyfriend.
Hi, honey.
I'm taking your wife.
We're talking mad smack about you. I know you didn't shower today.
You smell. I'm taking your wife. We're getting soft tacos. She's our wife now.
Communism.
Communism.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But see, it's like,
I think he'd want to go with us, though. He loves tacos.
that is fair. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. When it comes to like VR chat girly nights, unless it's like explicit, like you gotta have a coochie or not coming, the amount of times this man has tagged along for girl nights and a female Abby the entire night.
Real.
Just to hang around.
So real. Echo does that too. He'll come to wife nights with us and hang out.
See, I think the only time I've seen Mason and a female Abby was like when both of us got on VR that first time after like that month-long break. And we were in the boxing world.
Oh God.
Popped into a female and I was like, the fuck are you doing?
But see, this is like the perfect
Like,
example. We don't know
Being slutty.
your man's well, but we can fucking vibe. I say fuck the guy in the
Yeah.
story, dude. That's a red flag out the gate. Like, it would be a different story if he's like, hey, they're treating her like shit, but she wants to be their friend, and I don't like them. I understand that. That's valid. That's a valid thing. But you just hate people because you don't want new friends, and that's a very sad life.
She's better off without him.
Dude, for real.
Yes.
Like, if you can't compromise or at least be cordial, that's not the guy. All right, and I'm gonna tell
To
you
be
the advice
fair-
my mom gave me, and it's better. How long have they been together? I don't. Did they? I swear to God, they said it. Years. I just know years and that they're engaged. But you know what? Better now. I'm gonna take a solid guess of like 8 years, right? Better 8 years than 20. You're still, y'all are babies. You're in your 20s. You got fucking time.
I will say, like, I am that type of person because I did this in a past relationship. Like, if my partner didn't like my friends, I'd still hang out with my friends. Granted, that's not what I did during that relationship. He severely isolated me. But in the end, like the last 3 weeks, I said, nah, fuck you, I'm going to my friends.
See, I've realized here's my thing. I have to trust his gut. If he says they seem chill, we're in it to win it, cruising. If I'm hanging out with someone, he goes, they kind of, there's something wrong. I've done this too many times where I'm like, no, babe, I'm making friends. And then something bad happens and I'm like, oh, you were right. My bad.
I can name 3 situations.
I like making friends. This is why I don't understand the dude who's like, no, fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm also envisioning like a nice dinner with friends, beers or champagne or whatever the fuck they're drinking, right? They're all chit-chatting. You got the good buffet. And he slaps an arm on the table. Line! Don't cross this fucking line! Though, I'm sorry. I'm an antagonizer. The way in which I would be like, doop, with my hand.
I would too. I will say with the whole look, I'm making friends. That's both of us. Because in all 3 situations, it was both of us doing it.
Making friends is nice. It's not our fault. People are shitty.
You and I, when it come to making friends, we're very.
You're the more social one, and I'll sit there and I'll be social when I'm talked to. Unless it's like vice versa, like me being like, oh look, hey, here's a friend. And then it's the other way around.
I feel like this stems from trauma, but dude, I just love fucking making friends. I went from being like an introverted person all growing up of like didn't go out, never left the house, didn't have friends, right? Like I had like my 3 people and then we were all in different like years of high school. So I fucking graduated. They're still in there. And I was like, what? Sorry, dude.
What am I supposed to do?
Or like they would move and it's like life happens. And so now it's like, I think, especially with VR chat and the capabilities of it, the way in which I'm like, oh, friend. Oh my God. I get so excited. I love sitting here and knowing that because of this stupid fucking game, I have made amazing friends. Now, granted, we have the shitty ones because we like making friends, but I'm never going to say that's a bad quality because at the end of the day, like, this is it's a social game. That's like the point. But if it wasn't for openly wanting to like make connections with people, we wouldn't have the podcast. Me and you wouldn't be friends. Me and you wouldn't be friends. I wouldn't be making lives with everybody. Like none of this in this room would exist.
If I would have stayed the introverted person I was like 2 years ago.
And now we have a calcifer in chat saying, hey, I know that dragon
Nice.
Dorcas.
Like, if I was the same introverted person and mute person that I was 2 years ago,
I definitely wouldn't have gone anywhere close to this.
Exactly.
I probably would have quit content. I'd probably. I'm not gonna say the other thing.
I just think it's like a take the good with the bad. Like, you're gonna meet bad people by being outwardly like social or like a good person, but there's nothing I think wrong with that, if that makes sense. Like, you can't let that be the thing that's like, oh, well, you fuck this. I'm done now. Door's closed. No, fuck you. The door's open. I'm gonna block you, but I'm gonna make another friend out of it.
Husband. I wouldn't have met my husband.
Exactly. If I didn't give the mute e-boy a chance, I wouldn't have a fiance. So, like... Here we are. We're yapping.
that.
Get to the last story. I swear to God.
Anyways. Alright.
Yeah, but the yapping is fun.
That's the
Yapping
best
is
part of
fun.
this.
But then she complains tomorrow saying, like, why did we yap so much?
I complain if I look back and see a 2-hour-long recording and go, oh, fuck. Sorry, podcast listeners. Sorry, Spotify.
It's fine. Anyways, this post, I don't know when it was actually posted, but onto the r/revenge stories, it was posted 21 hours ago.
Oofta.
So this is my friend made fun of me, so I ruined his relationship. Some backstory: I, 18 male, have always had beef with a friend of mine. Let's call him Tom. Honestly, I don't even know when or why it started. It's been like this for so long, but I think it all stems from the fact that Tom doesn't like my personality as a whole. He even talks shit about me behind my back, on multiple occasions. Anyway, a while ago, I was hanging out with my friends, and he was there since we're a part of a larger friend group. He started with his usual snide remarks, and it escalated into actively making fun of me. When it got awkward, since no one was laughing, he said it was a joke and called me a weirdo for not being able to take a light-hearted joke. Things moved on, but after a while, he got back to it, continuously mentioning that nobody here liked me. He's been trying to screw with my relationships with others in the group for a while now.
Ray, no.
I didn't want to give him the satisfaction of seeing me mad, especially because I mostly knew none of what he was saying was true. But he took it too far. I told him to shut the fuck up, that he doesn't look cooler by bringing others down. Apparently, that hit a nerve, way more than I expected. He beelined for my lunch bag and started eating and throwing my sandwiches on the ground while saying, "You can't do anything about it." That is such a middle
Not the
school
sandwich
response.
disrespect.
You touch my food, you're losing a hand. And anyways,
For real.
Real.
Hold on, I lost my. Okay, I found it. Now I know it may sound petty. It's just sandwiches. But seeing him act like that and realizing he was right, that I couldn't do anything about it, we were in public and I wasn't about to get into a fight. Something in me snapped. Even if I could cut him off as a friend, it wouldn't change much. He'd still do this shit whenever we cross paths. In that moment, all the past shit came flooding back. The snide remarks, the jokes at my expense, the embarrassing moments he brought up in front of the girl I had a crush on. And suddenly, I felt nothing for him. No empathy. I wanted him to hurt just like I did. So that same day, when I got back, I started brainstorming ways to ruin his life. I remember he had a girlfriend, so I created a fake account, knowing he'd fall for it instantly. Followed him from the account, and surprised, he followed back right away. Things stayed that way for a while. I knew he wouldn't text me without an insensitive, so I started phase 2 of my plan. Over the next 2 weeks, I started getting closer and closer to him. It began with laughing at his jokes, telling him what happened was all good. Actually, after some time, we were on good terms. Now, maybe this is where I became the asshole. I had the opportunity to move on and be the bigger person, but I didn't. I stuck with a plan. I brought up how I had been talking to this cute chick, and he told me that a cute girl had sent him a follow request a while ago. I asked him to show me, and when he did, I acted surprised and started pushing him to message her. After some persuasion, he agreed, though he said his girlfriend wouldn't be happy about it. I told him not to overthink it and that she would never find out. So he DM'd me, the fake account, saying hello, and we started talking for a while. After a few days, he asked if I was single. I said yes, and asked about his situation. He said he was single too. Then we started flirting. I took screenshots of all of it and sent them to his girlfriend. Now she hates him. Her friends hate him. Everyone thinks he's an asshole and a total piece of shit.
That's awesome. Dude, I'm over a sandwich. This is awesome.
Throw this man away.
You touch my food, you lose a hand. That's basically what that is. You touch my food, you lose a hand.
I just want to say, at the beginning of your story, Rain said it sounds like the guy I matched with on Nevermet.
Girl.
Dude, listen, I'm all for some petty fucking revenge, right? But I think he did some social justice here. Because, one, I understand, like, at base level, this is over sandwiches, which is already awesome. Because that's valid. Don't fucking eat someone else's food. Don't be a dick. But the way in which this guy, like, disrespected the sandwich, which is full-blown, like, toddler mode, imagine him in a relationship. This guy just saved whatever girl he was seeing, just fucking saved her life. If that's what he's like with, like, strangers at work, imagine what the fuck he's like with people he knows. And I mean, he was easily willing to cheat like it was fucking nothing, so that was social justice work.
Yeah, they did that girl a favor.
They said, don't worry, honey, I got you. Like, I feel like she was... If that's how he is to people, I can't even imagine what it's like with her. So I feel like it was probably a weird stage of like, oh no, like, I love him, blah, blah, blah. And she just needed, like, the sheet pulled out for a minute to be like, hold on. Look. And now she's free.
That's
Dude, that's the kind of person that, like, you have to apologize for at a restaurant.
Oh my god, yeah.
And that's crazy dynamics, because this happened at work one time. I had a lady come in. I didn't think she was that rude. I'll be so for real. My coworker did. Granted, we deal with, like, really rude people sometimes. So, like, I guess on a tier list, she just wasn't up there for me. This was pretty, like, subpar. And she left. Her girlfriend came in 5 minutes later to apologize on her behalf, because she was like, hey, you know, I visit here all the time. She said you were rude. I know you're not. I love it here. I know she's actually really rude to people, so I'm sorry. And I was like, that's a crazy fucking dynamic to have. Because, like, if I had to feel the need to apologize on someone else's behalf because they can't check their behavior, why the fuck do I want to be with you? I feel like that's what this girl was dealing with.
Yeah. Sounds horrible.
Also, I'm just trying to, like, envision this guy fucking, like, demolishing sandwiches out of rage. I think I would have started laughing. Like, he's up on the table like a fucking gremlin, you know? Just fucking... Like... I hope that's exactly what happened. Fucking dinosaur mode. Just...
He was eating and throwing them, so he was probably like taking a couple bites, chucking it, taking a couple bites, chucking it.
Oh my god, he probably looked like a fucking, like, gorilla. Oh, slow down there, King Kong. You're gonna get heartburn.
Oh god.
Slow down, King Kong. You're gonna get heartburn.
Like, I feel like we just watched Godzilla versus King Kong, or we just read about it. Like, this motherfucker seriously got up there and was like, rah! And throwing sandwiches, and this dude just was like, I'm gonna laser blast your relationship. Poof, it's gone. Get fucked.
He shouldn't have touched his food.
Dude, this is over a sandwich. You touched, like, he was ready to walk away, and then you fucked with his food.
I can't.
Explain that to people. Why'd you and your girlfriend break up? Oh, you know, I ate some guy's sandwich like a fucking gorilla at a zoo.
Oh my god.
You can logic that out. We got some real comedians on tonight, man. We have fucking Sextician. We got Sandwich Gorilla, like...
Sex clowns. I hope that sandwich was at least worth it.
I swear to God, if it was just like a PB&J and it wasn't some good shit, like, it better have been like egg salad. Or like, it better have been so much meat in it, you know?
Ever.
Dude, for real.
I can't.
Because, like, I'm just trying to think like, I'm sorry, I'm logicking this out so fucking much for no reason. What if the bread was dry and that's why he had to start throwing it? It's because he couldn't chew fast enough? because it's fucking dry. And so he was like, I'm just gonna start throwing it. Like, Foxy said, I just think of the Team Fortress 2 heavy sandwich video. This is a wild night.
Oh my god.
I kind of want a sandwich.
What kind are we thinking?
Dude, okay, so here, you gotta, like, stick with me on this, right? You get provolone, pepperoni, and salami, and pepperoncinis. So fucking good. It's so fucking good.
Why are we talking
And
about
crunchy
sandwich?
lettuce. It has to be crunchy, or it's sad. That's a valid point.
I can't with this shit.
You know what?
Oh my
I'd
God,
say
I'm done.
I'm gonna let chat cook with the sex clowns. You know what? Click,
Oh,
chat. You did a good
Diva.
job. You don't get a treat for this.
Oh my god.
But I do want to say thank you for taking the time of coming out tonight, and it means the world to us. And for the Twitch listeners, this episode goes out on Monday. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on Spotify, so you can catch it there. No, Lucy, you don't get a treat. And listen, you guys already know where we're at. The links will be linked where the links are linked. So I want you guys to go find Dragon. All right, you're gonna drop in there, and you'll be like, "I love you so much. Thanks for not being a sex clown." Don't actually say that. I'm just give her love. But the links will be linked where the links are linked. And with that, we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.